Dear student, I am Varun Kumar Nisha from LPM School. In this video, we are understand the assessment of chapter 2. Chapter 1. So question is that what is the color of ferrous sulfate? Ferrous sulfate crystal after heating. So first we have know that what is the color of ferrous sulfate. So dear student, you already know about this is the ferrous sulfate. FeSO4 into 7S2, and it look like a green color crystal, which is found in your lab. So question is what is the color of ferrous sulfate crystal after heating? When you heat this copper sulfate crystal, what will happen if you going to heat? If you heat, then reaction will be going to us like that. FeSO4 is heated by, and take the primer Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. It is a solid, it is a gas, and it is also gas. And this is the ferrous sulfate. And because here is a 2, then we have to write here on that. ऑक्सीजन 8 ऑक्सीजन है रिएक्टेंट की तरफ, रिएक्टेंट है आपका फेरस सल्फेट. तो फेरस सल्फेट में ये मत सोचिएगा कि फेरस सल्फेट यहाँ पे सर क्यों नहीं लिखे हैं फेरस सल्फेट इनटू 7S2. doesn't need to write here the second molecule of H2O in this chemical reaction. 8 ऑक्सीजन इस टाइप इस तरफ प्रोडक्ट साइड में 8 ऑक्सीजन है. लेट्स सी 3 oxygen, 2 5, 2 3 8. So in the reactant side there is a color, already seen, green color, and when it heated this ferrous sulfate, it get converted into decomposition reaction and also change their color and form. बचेगा क्या? नहीं बचेगा, because these are evaporated in the form of gases. Sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, these gases are evolved. So it is ferrous oxide, और इसका कलर होता है muddy white और green color, और dirty white, green color और dirty white. So if you observe that these gases are sulfur gases or not, if you take the smell from the far away from nose, you will find the very unpleasant odor, smell or odor. So in this way we can say that after heating the ferrous sulfate with formerly green color crystal, after heating it converted into ferric oxide and produced sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, and the ferric oxide converted into muddy white or dirty white, and sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide are gases are evolved, and we are determined that the unpleasant smell or odor is evolved. So after heating, the color of ferrous sulfate will become muddy white or dirty white. Another question we are taking that when zinc is dipped in the solution of copper sulfate, when zinc is dipped in zinc metal is dipped in copper sulfate. Solution. Copper and zinc sulfate, then copper and zinc sulfate is formed. Very simple reaction for your mind. If you remind that during the discussion of type of chemical reaction, it is also displacement reaction, but we will study in detail. So the reaction is takes place between zinc metal and copper sulfate solution. So here is zinc metal, that is zinc solid, plus CuSO4, that is aqueous, because the copper sulfate solution is in form of their solution in the aqueous form, not in a crystal, and after dissolving and it formed, because the copper is less reactive and zinc is more reactive, that's why it replaced the copper from its sulfate and it formed their own sulfate, that is zinc sulfate plus, and release the copper from copper sulfate solution. So if you remind that, you know that there is a blue color. It also contains water of crystallization and blue color. And due to the blue color of copper sulfate, it also called as blue vitriol. This type of question is asked in your pre-board and board examination also. So please notice that things. And blue vitriol, and it has also contained the water of crystallization, that is CuSO4, into 5s2, means that copper sulfate pentahydrate, that why it contains the water of crystallization. Now another, that is zinc sulfate. So you know that after dipping the zinc metal into the copper sulfate solution, the zinc metal replaced the copper from its sulfate, it formed zinc sulfate, and zinc sulfate changed the color of the solution. You know that the copper sulfate solution is seen as blue color, but the zinc sulfate color converts, that is colorless. Means that in this reaction, in the displacement reaction between the copper sulfate and zinc, the blue color converted into colorless. colorless solution during the formation of zinc sulfate. So simultaneously during the displacement reaction between the more reactive metal and less reactive metal, the both changing takes place. There is a displacement of more reactive and less reactive of metals, and also as well as there is a changing of color from the copper sulfate. Blue color copper sulfate is converted into colorless zinc sulfate solution. So there is a replacement of color also in this reaction is involved in the chemical reaction. Now another, that is sodium carbonate reacts with sulfuric acid to form sodium sulfate, carbon dioxide and water. Now we'll take this reaction. That is sodium sulfate reacts with sulfuric acid. So you know that sodium sulfate, I am writing in shortly, that is sodium sulfate react with sulfuric acid. What is formed? What is formed? What substance is formed? So as we know that sodium carbonate or any metallic carbonate are basic in nature, and H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, is acidic, strong acid, and as well as sodium carbonate is also strong acid. So sodium carbonate Na2CO3 and it reacts with H2SO4 and it forms sodium sulfate Na2SO4 and it forms another, that is carbon dioxide and again I am right beneath this one more thing, that is H2. So sodium carbonate aqueous form, sodium carbonate and sulfuric acid are combined to form sodium sulfate, carbon dioxide gas. Hello. And liquid and aqueous. So in this way there is a formation of aqueous sodium sulfate. Both are aqueous. Here is, and there is a sodium sulfate aqueous, carbon dioxide gas, and water is liquid is formed during the combination of sodium carbonate and sulfuric acid. Now another question is that a zinc plate was put in solution of copper. Now this question is repeated. So another question, that is balance the following chemical reaction and state the type of chemical reaction. Balance and state the type of chemical reaction. First is CuSO4 as given in the book, and H2S, that is hydrogen sulfide, will react to each other and form CuS plus S2, SO4. Another question, that is aluminum chloride, NH4OH, that is ammonium hydroxide, combined to form aluminum hydroxide, yellowish, NH4Cl. Now look at carefully this chemical reaction that is going between the reactants and formation of products. Look at carefully about the copper sulfate and hydrogen sulfide. Copper sulfate and hydrogen sulfide combine to each other in formation of this. So sulfur is generally divalent anion, and copper is divalent cation. So both are balanced to each other. Doesn't matter. And H2SO4. Here is CuSO4. Both is balanced in many ways. There is a copper, 2 sulfur are there, 2 sulfur are present, 4 oxygen, 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen. Means copper sulfate and H2S, that is copper sulfate, aqueous and gas. It is precipitate and it forms aqueous. And here is aluminum chloride and here is ammonium hydroxide. There is a salt and a mild base or weak base combined to form aluminum hydroxide and NH4Cl. So in this case there is, if we start to add them, here is a OH3 plus and there is only one OH. If you added on here 3 OH, the NH4 become also 3 and here is the NH4 only 1. Now it should be converted into 3. Here is also there is a 3 and it's also that. So in this way the chemical reaction get balanced. So in this way another topic we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.